today's video we'll be learning about passive insufficiency. So passive insufficiency can be remembered as that the muscles do not have the sufficient amount of length. That is why they are not able to work at two joints. For example, if you are taking the example of wrist, whenever you are going for wrist extension, automatically your fingers go for flexion. They do not go for extension. When you go for wrist extension and finger extension, you will feel a stress over the extensors of the wrist. So, but naturally the body goes for flexion of the fingers. What it is doing is, if there is a stretch from one end, the muscle gets relaxed on the another end on its own. Another example is when you are going for wrist flexion, the fingers automatically go for finger extension. If you go for wrist flexion as well as finger flexion, there will be a lot of stress placed on the flexors. So passive insufficiency is basically your muscle is not going to have sufficient amount of length everywhere in whichever joint it passes. Thus it is going to create mechanisms in which it has to work at one joint at one time. So that is passive insufficiency. Happy learning.